At the 2025 May Day celebrations, organized labor, speaking through its General Secretary General, confronted this matter with deep disappointment that the Galamsey menace has worsened under the watch of this government.
Hi, great people of Ghana, it's Nigerian God Pleasure, bringing you political news in our channel, Ghanatube. Let's bring you all the happenings in Ghana. As you already know, that we are always there to bring you all the trending news, so you'll be glued and know what is happening in Ghana. My people, let's watch.
Where the minority has strongly opposed the removal of former Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Torkornoo by President John Dramani Mahama, describing the process as unconstitutional and lacking transparency. Speaking on behalf of the minority in Parliament on Tuesday, Alexander Afenyo-Markin said the caucus will not relent in its efforts to secure a copy of the committee report on Gertrude Torkornoo's removal. Channel 1 News' Ni Aikwe Okain reports.
Parliamentary convened from recess on Tuesday, October 21, 2025 for the third meeting of the first session of the 9th Parliament, and this saw the swearing in of two newly elected members of Parliament, Professor Ali Dusedu for Tamale Central Constituency and Bernard Bediaku-Beidu of Akwetia Constituency. These are two members of Parliament on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress, NDC.
I, Bernard Bediaku-Beidu, having been elected a member of Parliament, do. Having been elected a member of Parliament, do. In the name of the Almighty God, swear. In the name of the Almighty God, swear. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana. As by law established. As by law established. That I will uphold. That I will uphold. Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. Discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God. So help me God.
The leadership on both sides of the House delivered a welcome address. The minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, stated that illegal mining activities, also known as Galamsey, is worsening under the current administration and called for decisive action to curb the menace.
The situation has worsened since this government came into office. At the 2025 May Day celebrations, organized labor, speaking through its General Secretary General, confronted this matter with deep disappointment that the Galamsey menace has worsened under the watch of this government, barely 5 months into its administration. TUC's position was again echoed by the acting Chief Justice, Justice Paul Bafuboni, at the GBA conference in Wa, where he also described the crisis as worsening. Mr. Speaker, when Labour and the judiciary raise their voices together, we must listen, because these are not partisan voices.
During this meeting, this House will build the needed collaboration and coalition of MPs to join the fight against Galamsey. After all, it is happening in our various constituencies and by our various constituents. We perhaps hold the key to solving this problem. In this regard, we will demand full accountability of the Minerals Commission and the Environmental Protection Agencies in the way mining prospecting licenses are awarded and leases issued and the environmental implications thereof.
Afenyo-Markin also called on the government to present before the House for ratification its agreement with the United States on the deportation of some Africans to Ghana.
A foreign policy development came to light regarding an agreement between the government of Ghana and the United States to accept some deportees. Mr. Speaker, the agreement of such magnitude, in our view, and we respectfully submit, should be subject to the parliamentary scrutiny and Article 75 of the 1992 Constitution. We therefore demand that this arrangement be brought before Parliament for ratification.
Let me mention that the issue of the need for parliamentary ratification of the agreement with the United States to receive ECOWAS citizens being repatriated back to the sub-region has been widely debated. If the appropriate legal advice to this House is that we should ratify it, we will consider so.
The minority leader also expressed strong displeasure against the removal of Gertrude Torkornoo as Chief Justice.
Mr. Speaker, the minority registers its unequivocal objection to the removal of the Chief Justice, Mrs. Gertrude Isaba Saki Torkornoo. We believe the process lacked transparency, violated constitutional principles, and set a dangerous precedent for judicial interference. The so-called Puaman report remains a secret document. We, the minority, shall not relent on our demand for a copy and a full disclosure of this report.
The Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, referred the nomination of Justice Paul Bafuboni as the Chief Justice to the Appointments Committee of Parliament for consideration and reports, and that is where he is expected to undergo a vetting process. Reporting for Channel 1 News from Parliament, Ni Ayikwe Okan.
Such reasoning, if left unchecked, sets a worrying precedent for democratic governance and judicial independence. The use of Orwell and supposed quote from Mugabe to rationalize the restriction of free speech undermines the spirit of our constitution, which guarantees every citizen the right to express opinion without fear of reprisal. Ghana's courts have long stood as the last line of defense for liberty, and any departure from that role risks eroding public confidence in justice itself. The minority, therefore, finds this trend dangerous and calls for restraint, reflection, and a renewed commitment to fairness, equality, and the true meaning of freedom under the rule of law. Mr. Speaker, the minority registers its unequivocal objection to the removal of the Chief Justice, Mrs. Gertrude Isaba Saki Torkornoo. We believe the process lacked transparency, violated constitutional principles, and set a dangerous precedent for judicial interference. 3 separate petitions were referred to the Puaman Committee. The committee only had 1 petition, then adjourned proceedings for continuation on the 15th of September. Yet, without notice to any party in the matter, the committee suddenly submitted a report on the 1st of September, and within 2 hours, an announcement was made of a removal. Was that adjournment a deception, Mr. Speaker? Even more troubling was a warrant of the suspension. It claimed to have made a prima facie determination, but to date, no one has seen such document, and this raises serious constitutional questions. The so-called Puaman report remains a secret document. We, the minority, shall not relent on our demand for a copy and a full disclosure of this report.
Please do it to like, comment, and follow. Put on notification bell so you get all our news 1 by 1. Thanks, man.